Hello everyone, welcome back. We are going to rank every single supernatural state in the Sims series. This is going to end up with a lot of them being never played because I have never played them. Let's get started. I did not make this tier list, someone else did. I'll link it down below. Luckily, it's very well organized, otherwise I would be so screwed. The Sims 2 aliens, I have played as them. They're just regular Sims. The only thing that's different about them is their DNA. So they're going in D tier because like there's literally nothing different about them at all, and it's a huge disappointment. The Sims 3 aliens, I've never played as them. I know that they have really cool powers. Beyond that, I don't know anything. And same with the Sims 4 aliens. I know more about the Sims 3 aliens than the Sims 4 ones because I don't play the Sims 4. We've talked about this before. I've also never played Bigfoot in the Sims 2. At least I'm pretty sure I've never played Bigfoot in the Sims 2. I'm positive because that just wasn't something I was interested in. He came with Bon Voyage. For fairies in the Sims 3, obviously, because at this point the Sims 4 fairies pack is not out. And again, I would have just put them in never played because I don't really care about the Sims 4. But for Sims 3 fairies, I remember really liking them. I think it's really cool that they can shrink down and do little things as a pixie. Their powers that they have are cool. All the mischief that they have. I like that you can customize their wings and stuff and create a sim. I like that toddlers also have some fairy abilities, to make their toys disappear and stuff. I think that toddler witches can do that too. I think they're fine. They're mid tier. They're going in B tier. In the Sims 1, we had a genie, and I'm pretty sure we could not play as the genie in the Sims 1. He was just an NPC, but he was pretty cool. He would grant you wishes. A tier. In the Sims 2, I don't know if we could play as a genie. I think there are mods out there. I know we can play as the genie in the Sims 3. I'm pretty sure that is a thing that you can turn your sim into and cast. In the Sims 2, the genie, I think, is also an NPC that comes out of the lamp. I think he is fine. I think he will just go in B tier. The Sims 3, I've never played as the genie. I've also never played as the genie in the Sims 1 or the Sims 2, but again, the Sims 1, you cannot play as him. And the Sims 2, I don't know if he's an actual playable sim, but for his actual things that he can do, he's neat. Zombies in the Sims 1, I never played as them. However, I think that they're there's nothing that they can do. There's no personality points. They're just a shell of themselves, but we did never play as them. In the Sims 2, ghosts, also never played as them. I don't know if you can play as a ghost in the Sims 2, but in the Sims 3, I have played as ghosts. They're fine, but I don't remember there being any weird cool powers with the other ones. I don't know if they're gonna go at the bottom with aliens. I think that actually they might. To me, they're kind of just forgettable. The only thing that was interesting about them is that they would change color based on the death type, but that was it. For ghosts in the Sims 4, again, this is a thing that I never played. Every single Sims 4 thing is going to be never played. Imaginary friend, never played as that. I also hate them. Mermaids in the Sims 3. I think I played with mermaids once in the Sims 3, and they were pretty forgettable. So for that, D tier. Mermaids in the Sims 4, you guys all know, never played. Mummies in the Sims 3. I never played them, and they also really freaked me out. Plant Sims in the Sims 2. I don't recall playing as them. I think I did in the pre-made household that has plant sims. There's a family in River Blossom Hills that is a family of plant sims, but I don't remember much about them. I know they could do some cool stuff, and they only had 3 needs, so that made it easier to take care of them, I believe. They're fine. B tier. Plant Sims in the Sims 3, never played. Plant Sims in the Sims 4, also never played, and to my understanding, it's not permanent, and I think that is complete bullshit. They should fix that. This is weird. You can't play as a servo in the Sims 1, but servo in the Sims 1 was pretty OP. You could have a household full of children, and the servo could completely look after them. It would be a maid, cook the meals, do everything, because kids can't cook meals. It would do social interactions and stuff. Servo in the Sims 1 is great. Servo in the Sims 2, never played as that either. I also never played as a Simbot. I think that those came with ambitions. And you know what was confusing is the Plumbots. They came with the Into the Future game. I played as those. I love the Plumbots. I think they're so cool. So I think they're gonna go in S tier. I don't remember there being much bad about them. A servo in the Sims 4, I obviously have never played, and I have also never played a skeleton in The Sims 4. I don't even know what that means. Sims 2 vampires, I never played as a Sims 2 vampire, believe it or not. Sims 3 vampires, I remember I did make like a single vampire woman, and I think she had a cat. And I think that like she lived in the Showtime world. She was gonna become like a famous performer or something. And then I got really bored. I mean, their powers are cool, but like I don't really care for them personally. D-tier. Vampires in The Sims 4, never played. A werewolf in The Sims 2. I never played them. Werewolf in The Sims 3. I don't remember if I played them. I think I did maybe once, but like again, they're kind of forgettable. And this is what stinks because like I love occults. I love playing as occults, but a lot of them are just not interesting to me. So werewolves in The Sims 4, you guys know we never played as a werewolf in The Sims 4 because we don't have that pack. Spellcaster in The Sims 1. I tried so hard to be a witch in The Sims 1, and when Making Magic came out, I was 10 years old and had no idea what I was doing. I think if I went back to it now, it would be a lot easier because it's very straightforward, but I was 10 and I chose not to read the game guide. I don't want to say D tier, but they were pretty cool, so C tier. A witch in The Sims 2. I have never played as a witch in The Sims 2. I tried. This was another instance of me not knowing what I was doing. I honestly should also move the spellcaster from The Sims 1 to never played. For the warlock witch in The Sims 3, love them. They're great. I love that there's cross-pack compatibility. If you are a spellcaster or a fairy too, I think, you have like an extra buff if you have a cat in your household as like an animal familiar. I don't know if it's a fairy thing. I think it's like any life state that has a magic bar. I know for a fact it was for spellcasters because like I had a house and they had cats and they would always have like the familiar animal buff, and that would make their magic deplete a lot slower. Sims 4 spellcasters, you guys know the drill. For zombies in The Sims 1, first off, I want to go back and correct myself. That was a ghost earlier, not a zombie. I didn't read the thing properly. However, I've also never played as zombies in The Sims 1. Zombies are what I was thinking of with the no personality and no skill points or whatever. Like, I don't know what the deal is with them. I've never played as a zombie in any game. Quite frankly, could not tell you what the deal is with them. I just remember in The Sims 1, I think it was like you were a shell of yourself. Anyway, that is my ranking of The Sims occults. Here we are across all the series. I'm pretty sure that we'll have more to come in the form of like Sims 4 packs, but they will just go under never played for me. This might not have been as interesting for you, but if you guys want to fill out the blank template yourselves, I'll leave it down below. I'm interested to see what your thoughts are because I do have a limited experience with occults, even though I do like them. I'm just not a fan of all of them. I really love the witch and warlock stuff. I found a lot of the magic spells to be very helpful. Maybe I'll go back to The Sims 2 and 3 someday on this channel and like revisit them, particularly with The Sims 2 because I do have a working copy of that. I need to figure out how to get my copy of The Sims 3 to run smoothly. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!